Disclaimer: this story is dramatized and speculative, inspired by real events in Elvis Presley's life. It is intended for entertainment and documentary-style storytelling, not as literal historical record. June 26, 1977. Market Square Arena, Indianapolis, Indiana. 15,000 fans had gathered to see Elvis Presley perform, unaware that this would become one of the most poignant nights in his life and one of his last public concerts. Elvis was 42 years old. Physically, he had changed significantly since the height of his fame. Years of touring, exhaustion, and prescription medications had taken a toll. His movements on stage were slower, his breathing labored, and his energy, though still present, was not what it once had been. And yet, the audience didn't notice, or if they did, it didn't matter. They were there to see Elvis, the king of rock and roll, perform one last time. That night, backstage, a small figure observed the scene. Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's 9-year-old daughter. Following her parents' divorce, Lisa Marie lived primarily with her mother, Priscilla Presley, in California. But that summer, she was staying with her father on tour. While most children would remain in the hotel or private rooms during performances, Lisa Marie had insisted on being near the stage, drawn to her father's presence and the excitement of the arena. From backstage, Lisa Marie reportedly noticed the strain in her father's expression. The smiles for the crowd didn't reach his eyes. Those close to Elvis later recalled that he carried a deep, often private sadness in his final years. The pressures of fame, touring, and personal struggles weighed heavily on him. While the exact conversation between father and daughter is unknown, it is widely speculated by biographers and those who knew the Presley family that moments like these revealed his profound regret for being absent in her early life. In these imagined moments, inspired by real patterns observed in his life, Lisa Marie could have approached her father with a question every child of a celebrity might silently wonder: why does the world seem to love him more than she did? It is a question that reflects the private struggle behind public performance, the tension between a performer adored by millions and a parent striving to connect with a single child. On stage that night, Elvis reportedly had moments where the strain was visible. His exhaustion, both physical and emotional, was apparent even during performance breaks. Those close to him said he carried guilt over being absent from his daughter's life, particularly in his later years. It is not documented that he stopped the concert for a conversation with Lisa Marie, but historians agree that he often struggled to reconcile his role as a global icon with his desire to be a father. What makes this story compelling for a documentary perspective is the human element, the vulnerability behind the legend. Despite declining health, despite exhaustion, despite the weight of fame, Elvis still sought to be a father. He called Lisa Marie, spent time with her when possible, and reportedly cherished the moments they shared during his final tours. Elvis's final weeks were marked by this tension, a desire to maintain public appearances while trying to connect with his daughter, even as his health deteriorated. For the audience in Indianapolis, Elvis appeared as the performer they loved, commanding, magnetic, yet visibly human. The contrast between public persona and private life is a reminder of the cost of celebrity. Elvis's immense popularity may have made him a king on stage, but it did not shield him from the struggles of fatherhood and personal regret. Those who worked closely with Elvis in his final years described him as aware of his failings, but often powerless to change them completely. Close friends spoke about his deep love for Lisa Marie and his desire to spend more time with her. Elvis's final concert in Indianapolis, as recorded in fan footage and recollections, captured a performer grappling with physical decline, emotional fatigue, and the weight of expectation. While no verified record exists of him addressing Lisa Marie directly on stage, historians note the possibility of small, private interactions backstage that reflected his deep, often unspoken, paternal concern. 7 weeks after this concert, Elvis Presley passed away on August 16, 1977. He was only 42. The king was gone, but the questions of love, connection, and family remained central to his story. In interviews later in life, Lisa Marie spoke about her father with a mix of reverence and understanding. She remembered him as both a global icon and a man trying in his own way to be a good father. Even fleeting moments of attention and affection carried profound meaning, highlighting the human struggle behind the persona. This story, while dramatized for narrative purposes, serves as a meditation on fame, family, and the complex humanity of Elvis Presley. The juxtaposition of adoring crowds and private longing underscores a universal truth. No amount of fame can replace the simple, vital presence of a parent in a child's life. Elvis Presley's final months were not defined by decline alone. They were defined by moments of connection, however brief, and by an enduring desire to love and be loved by the people who mattered most. Even small gestures, phone calls, quiet conversations, shared meals, mattered enormously in that limited time. Biographers and friends have noted that Elvis was acutely aware of how much he had missed during Lisa Marie's early childhood. This awareness did not erase the consequences of his absence, but it fueled an earnest, if sometimes imperfect, effort to reconnect. These final weeks reveal a man striving to reconcile the demands of fame with the responsibilities of parenthood. And perhaps that is the most enduring lesson of all. Even in the spotlight, the most profound performances are not those we give to the world, but those we give to those we hold closest. It is in these private, human moments that the legacy of a public figure gains its true depth. For Elvis Presley, the story is not only of music and celebrity, but also of love, regret, and the timeless challenge of being present for the ones we love most.